Okay, I want to say hello again everybody, it's only me, Wushu Richard, and in this video I'm going to be showing you some Kung Fu basics in training stance work to get strong thighs, okay, strong legs for your strong stance. Now if you do any martial arts, okay, you know, this is one of the foundation techniques I'm going to show you here, some of the foundation stances, okay, that are foundation for training strength in your legs. Now, there's talk of people standing in certain stances for like hours on end, deep-rooted stances, but you don't need to be doing that. You just need to practice like a few seconds each day, holding the positions and higher repetitions. So if you can make it up to minutes, fine, hold it for a few minutes each and discipline yourself. The more you can do, the better, yes. But in the beginning, you just start off with a few seconds. I personally just work it into my whole workout. So what I do in the mornings, when I wake up in the morning, I do a lot of stretching. I do my whole body full stretch workout. But even in some of these stances, you know, it does actually bring a stretch too, okay, to your legs. But I'll just show you the first one. It's called the horse riding stance. The reason why it's called the horse riding stance is because it looks like you're riding a horse. What you do, okay, is you spread your legs apart and you just go down, and it looks like basically like as though you're riding a horse. And the lower you go, they say, like, you know, it's arguable, because it's like it's better you go low so that your thighs are like flat, like you can rest. It's as though it's like a table, like, you know. But also, you know, it's arguable because there are different versions of it. Where what I mean by that is some stances you want to really go as low as you can, be it the ma-bu, okay, the horse riding stance, or the gung-bu, which is the bow stance. The difference with the bow stance, which is the gung-bu, is you've got the front leg bent and the back leg straight, and you alternate from different sides. Whereas with the horse riding stance, the ma-bu, okay, you've got both legs both bent parallel, okay, you both the same, okay. Now there are other stances too, like the cat stance, empty stance, different things, cross-legged like the subu and pubu, the flat stance. So many different stances, okay. I think it's ban ma-bu, like half horse riding stance too, where you kind of adjust, and things in between too. There's so many different stances, like in martial art, traditional martial arts, be it karate systems, kung fu systems, and all that. Tai Chi, Bagua, even Wing Chun's, you know, Wing Chun kung fu's stance, where you're like this, you know, that's with your knees in. That's a kind of horse. I've heard it referred to as a kind of horse riding stance. But anyway, before I do any of that though, what I usually do is I do stretching. So I'll be stretching my legs, you know, just basic stretches. I'll do a lot of different kinds of stretches. My whole body, I'll be stretching my whole body every morning, doing certain stretches and movements. And also like things like pulling my foot back like this to stretch the thighs. I'm not going to do it here, it's been raining and that. I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to get carried away and get myself dirtied up. But it's like, you know, I do all that at home in the mornings. What I do, that I'm going to show you something what I do, and this is very important, is squats. And I do this before I do any of the stance work as well. So I'll be here, and it warms you up, I feel. Feet together, and what you do is, you've got different ways of doing squats. I'm just going to show you my ways, okay? Please don't look at me here, I'm not trying to do magic. Don't get, I'm doing these movements because these are like flowing kung fu movements that give me energy in my hands. So when I'm doing various training in martial arts, I often flow my hands like this. It's not to be showy, especially when there's nobody watching, right? But I feel the balance in my body. And even if you're someone who's done training in traditional Tai Chi and martial arts, you'll understand how important this is, this flow of energy that you feel in your body, okay, around your body. And this is what I incorporate into all of my training, okay, and it helps me when I'm doing stance work and everything. So first and foremost are the squats, okay. Before I do any stance work, I do this first. So I put my feet together like this, my hands on my knees, no pressure, just holding them there. Just go up and down like that. You can do like 8 a day in the beginning. That's how I started out. Okay. Feet flat on the floor, on the ground, floor, whatever. You know, be careful. You know. Okay. You do what you can. You know. Okay. Now, you do a little bit of that, and also what else you can do is you can do it. Just stretching here. I'm not kicking. I'm just stretching my legs out. I do this a lot too, stretching my legs. But also with the feet spread a little bit. So like when I'm doing it, you can just go down, put your hands anywhere, hold your hands together, just go down, spread a bit wider like that. And what I like to do is I imagine that I'm sticking 2 sticks into the ground, or 2 spears, or 2 katana swords, or something powerful, some pole or something into the ground. Just imagine it like that. Bam, imagine myself rooting that into the ground, like hammering that down into the ground. Bam, and I'll just go down. Now I'm doing this on the balls of my feet. When you're doing it, try not to shit. Okay, just joking. Okay, just kidding, guys. But I'm saying seriously, you know, hold yourself in place with the mind. Bring that power into the thighs. You know, you work it. You might end up doing 6 and having a break and doing another 6 or 8. You might go for 20. You might go all day and do. I mean, I used to do like 80. It went from 8 to 80, sometimes 100, and you in groups, in sets of 20, 10 or 20 or whatever. Anyway, when you've done enough of those, it's up to you. You can also do other ones. It's all strengthening the feet. So like I say, the legs. So you got the ball of the foot like that, the ball of the foot with the toes pull back, or the flat part of the foot, and you're working both. I do both because it gives different kinds of strength training in different parts of the ankle there, the whole joint, everything, how it goes up into the leg, and the calves and the muscles and all of that, and the thighs. Now what else I can do is I'll do this one. I'll go down like this. Forget the hand, I'm just doing positions because that's what I'm used to doing, but I'm saying I'll be there, feel my balance with my palms in a natural way. It's not really important, you can just go down. But I do alternate legs as well. Do a few of those, 1, 2, on this side as well. See, I'm just feeling my energy here to get my balance. You don't want to go rolling over and smacking your head into the ground, you know? Okay. So when you've done those, or when you've done a good fair amount, I'll say that, okay, of like just going up and down, strengthening your thighs, the feet together is a very good one, as I say. Put a guard on that if you wish to. Up, bam, 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 bam. If you want to do it that way, see, or like that. See, boom. If you want to do it, you can do different ways. When you've done that, you can work on the stance. So the first one is the horse riding stance, the Marbu. So let's have a look at that, okay? What it is like this. Okay, it's foundation training. You've got different levels of it, as I say, different heights. So you might be up like this. It's a higher one. You can do punches and all kinds of stuff, okay, as well, as I say. Different kinds of movements you might do, martial art movements wise, punches and stuff. Bringing that fist back and turning halfway and then turn. Coming back there to the hip there. So doing it, okay, proper. You do it. But also, you can go really low. So what I'm saying is you spread your legs far apart, okay? So usually it's like, you can go like this, you can go 1, toes, heels, and go down. Or you can just literally open up. There's like as wide, I won't say as wide as you can go, but don't do it so small like this, you know. It's different kind of training. Because that kind of training is what we also do. I mean, you could go in a stance like this. A Tai Chi, small, you see. But I'm saying for a wider one, usually go wider. So what I do is when I start, I like to open up first of all, just my own habit. I used to just train like routine, like people showed me, just going down, literally hands here, going down without shitting. But what I do now though, seriously, is I do this. In the morning, I wake up, I do this. Open up here and rest my forearms here on my legs. Now I'm leaning forward slightly, which I should not be doing when I do the actual start. But I do that a little bit, see, to warm up my legs. Slap a bit if I wish to. Hit yourself a bit, don't be afraid. And then back, straighten your back. Go up and then sink into it like that. Anyway, you can bring your hands forward even like that, palms if you wish to, and try and burn it. So then bring your back straight, correct yourself. I'm imagining I'm lifting 2 heavy things here and pushing it down. So do that a little bit to warm myself up. Then I'll go into the actual stance properly, and I'll go like that, you know, or whatever. I might even start with a side punch, like put 2 straight vertical, not horizontal, but vertical side punches. So I'll get my energy together. How much going to be from my back here. Sorry about the camera angle, but I'm just saying, you know. And you just think, you can look in the mirror if you have a mirror, if you're at home. Don't worry if you wobble when you're a bit tired. bring the energy in, or any way you want. So this is moving the energy forward and bringing it in, or up and down. See, I'm changing from palms here to fists, but it's up to you what punches you do to the side or whatever, or just there, even just circling your hands around your knees and stuff here. Or even different movements, like I might do this to connect my back, my spine straight there with my hips, and make sure I'm really rooted in that stance. My legs keeping strong, but my hands focusing on certain movements, slight changes of energy, just while I'm, you know, strengthening my legs. Okay. Now, when you do the stance, as you see, when you do a wider one like that, when you do a really wide one, also you're sinking, and that's actually stretching your legs, your thighs. See? So stretching your legs is real training. Now, the difference between the Mabu, okay, which is the horse riding stance, Mabu is called. Ma meaning horse in Chinese, Bu meaning step, or, you know, they call it a step, you know, in Kung Fu stance work, okay. So, but the way you stand, but with Gongbu you've got the front leg bent and the back leg straight, okay. And you use these in certain times when you're fighting, but not always. Most of the time it's just for your training to strengthen your legs. So when you're in a fighting situation, you need to fight, and you need to keep your ground, or someone's grappling onto you. How you're going to grapple with them, how you're going to chuck them back, you know, you're going to use that stance. That's when it comes into play. See, it's solid. The same as your arms, your body. So it's all strong. That's what it basically is. And you can feel the hard and the soft, like I say, if you're doing Kung Fu. You know, but anyway, the Gongbu, you can do it like this: front leg bent, back leg straight. From this angle, sorry. I can do a punches if I wish to. I can go here, here, one front, one back, back leg straight, front leg bent. Hold a few seconds, come back and then change, turn, and do it the other way. Put a punch from the hips when you punch from the hips, or from the centre guard here. Now, the other one you can do is when you have your body not facing the side when you're doing it, looking ahead, with your body on the side. The other one you can do is with your body, your torso facing the front, but your legs are still in the same position. So for example, I'm here, see, I could be punching here, see, or here, or two outside the side here, see, but it's not on the side, it's here. And the same with this one, see. Palms also you could do, or punches like that, or double palm. There's variations you can do. You can change like that to the side when you do Wushu, or to the horse riding stance, back to the punch, see, from the hip punching, walking when you do it. See, in karate you do different movements like that, like a higher one, see, higher. In Kung Fu we've got lower ones too. So they're two basic stances, okay. The horse riding stance with both legs bent, flat down like a table, centered, and then the bow stance, the Gongbu, which is one leg bent, back leg straight, the front leg bent, the back leg straight. Okay? And just working those palms and fists in. Remember to balance the hard and the soft in your movements. Don't be so stiff all the whole time and tense all the time, okay? Relax when you need to. Thanks for watching this video. Remember to stretch before you do any of this, and also don't put too much stress and pressure on small joints like your ankles, your knees, all that, okay? Be careful with your whole body. Thank you very much. The stance is most important. It's like a tree with the root. It's stronger at the bottom and more rooted at the bottom, you know. That's important stuff in traditional martial arts like Kung Fu. Thanks for watching.